What's up YouTube, it's your boy Astroknomer back with another video, and today we have here the Mark 85 Deluxe from Iron Studios. Super dope statue, really excited to get into this bad boy. So without further ado, let's do it. Alright, so here we are, we have the Mark 85 box. Starting off on the back, we have the hashtag Iron Studios. We have a full picture of the statue, man. Full picture of the statue. Really dope. Just really cool. I like that picture a lot. Really, it's a great picture. Anyway, on the side here, Iron Studios statue, and on the front, really dope picture of the statue here. Iron Man himself, 1/4 scale Robert Downey Jr. likeness photo. Iron Studios Mark 85, and on the side here we have just Iron Man, Iron Studios. But it's the dope box, man. Really dope box. My first time looking at a 1/4 scale statue from Iron Studios. Thanks to my man Aerial Scout. He let me borrow this, review this. But let's open this bad boy up and let's see what we got on the inside. All right, so here we go. We got this bad boy out of the box. We got the styrofoam, and I must say that I did not know that Iron Studios does the straps, man. That's really cool. So let's open up these straps and see what we got. Alright, so here we go. Looks like this is Iron Man's body, but let's get the plastic off and see what we got. Alright, so here we are. We have this top layer taken care of, and let's just jump straight into it, man. We have Iron Man's helmet here. This looks freaking awesome. You have a lot of weathering here. A lot of weathering, a lot of detail. If you look here, this looks really cool. Really dope. Here is the torso. Again, really cool. Lots of detail. Love the detail in the arc reactor. Oh man, look at the back of this. Look at all this weathering in. It's really cool. Here is the Robert Downey Jr. face sculpt. I must say that it is really good. I do really like this. Love the part here. His face looks very dirty. A lot of dirt on his face. Love the blood here that's kind of dripping off. Has almost like a gloss effect to it. It's really cool. Really dope. Really good. And last but not least, we have the other torso. This is the deluxe that has all the repulsors and things like that on the back of it here. Light up feature, of course. Again, lots of detail. I don't know if you're gonna get this. I mean, you can definitely get the other one with just the other body, but this, man, this is what you get it for right here. This is really cool. All right, so here we are. Let's see what we got in this case. All right, so here we are. We have the bottom half here, which has the base and pretty much all of his limbs. So let's jump straight into it. Let's see what we got. What I like the most about this is if you look at his boot is really detailed. That's like mud on his boot. That looks really cool. Get moving up to his leg. Lots of weathering. This is not a clean Iron Man. This is an Iron Man who's 100% been in battle. Here's a little plug for a light up feature. Dope. Here's his other arm. Same thing, consistency throughout the piece. I must say too that these pieces are very light. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. All right, here we go. Love the hand light up feature there. Really cool. I won't show the other leg. I mean, it's all the same stuff. We'll see it when we build, but let's pick up the base and see what we got. All right, so here we are. We have the base, which is the Avengers, a broken Avengers symbol. We have like fire, what you call this? Like translucent resin. I don't know what you call this, but really cool. Super dope. There's like some glass in the back. It's really cool, man. This thing is heavy. Some rebar down there. Let's look at the bottom of it. And here we are. Here's the bottom of it. This is number 783 out of 1500. Also, I never noticed that there's if you look at the back of it, it's like grass back here, which is really cool. But as I was saying, yeah, this is really cool. Grass right here. On the back of it, there's a little switch. That's how you do the lighting. No batteries. I think that's really cool. But enough of this. Let's build this bad boy. Let's go. Down at the base here, we have Iron Man lifting off of what appears to be an Avenger symbol. I think that the paintwork on this looks really, really cool. On the edges, there's a little brown. There's a lot of wear and tear. It looks like this sign has been through a lot, which that's the point they're trying to drive across. So I think that they did a great job. In between the rock that the sign is on, you have a lot of texture, a lot of coloring. There's some rebar that's sticking through as well, which is really, really nice. I love details like that. One thing I did notice is that underneath the rock and underneath the Avenger sign, Iron Man is actually coming off of ground and grass, right? And I think that the dirt and the grass looks really cool sitting on top. Nothing too special, but I feel like they didn't have to do too much here in the base. Reminds me of Age of Ultron, where like Sokovia, wherever they were just the ground was just going crazy. It was a lot of earthquake type vibes. That's what this is giving me for some reason. But anyway, in the back of the statue, this is one thing that I was a bit confused about. We have a piece of broken glass, which appears to be a window, which, I mean, this is a nice touch. I mean, I understand he's coming off the Avengers Tower, so, I mean, it makes sense that this glass is here, but I almost feel like it was a bit random, but still, I didn't mind it any. Moving up to the blast effect that's coming off his feet. I do think this blast effect is really, really cool. I think that it could have been shorter and it's still been just as cool, because this guy is really, really tall for him to be 1/4 scale. I mean, he's 33 inches tall. That's pretty tall, man. That's pretty tall to be 1/4 scale. So I do think this could have been scaled down just a little bit to make him a little bit shorter, because he is a nice size. But other than that, man, it looks really good. When it's lit up, it looks even better. I do like how when you're looking at this blast effect in the back here, you don't see any wires. You don't see the peg. You don't see any of that, even though this is like a translucent resin. Now, moving up to his armor, they did a fantastic job of weathering these things. His boots looks like they just have dirt on them. I think that's just really, really cool. You'll see this concept and this design decision throughout this entire statue. They really wanted to drive home the point that Iron Man is in battle, and it's very apparent here. Now, I love how the red is very shiny. That Iron Man, that shine on Iron Man's suit, it never fails. It looks really, really cool every time I see it, even with the dirt sitting on top of his armor. Moving up to his thighs, you have the gold that sits on top of it, the silver lining in his armor, and you can really, really see the dirt and the wear and tear on his armor here in the gold. Moving up to his torso, now we get to see and really differentiate this suit from his earlier suits. Very high tech, very nanotech, very, very cool concept here that's going on with this suit. His torso is bent just a little bit, and I feel like in his abdomen area, they did a great job of accentuating the movement. Even though he has a metal suit in his nano, that bend just a little bit made it look really, really cool, and it looks like his suit has some type of flexibility in it. I think that's really cool given the suit that we're looking at here. Again, same story with his arms. You have the gold that sits on top of the silver with the dirt and the wear and tear on top of that. And again, gives a huge contrast and gives a lot of flavor and texture to the statue. Moving up to Robert Downey Jr.'s head sculpt, I do think this is I would say a solid B to B plus likeness. I think that in some angles it's perfect. Other angles it looks a little off, just a little bit. But I do think it is still really, really good. They did an awesome job with this piece. On the left side of his face is very clean. On the right side, there's a bit of a slit of blood. Again, driving home the theme that he is in battle. And the blood has a like shiny look to it. I think that kind of insinuates the freshness of the blood that this just happened. That's really, really cool. I like how they added that effect. I love how you can tell the different strands in his hair. I think that they sculpted that pretty well. Again, overall head sculpt, Really, really good. Now, the star of the show for the deluxe edition is going to be the repulsors on his back. Again, super, super dope. This is what kind of takes him up to 33 inches. Really, really cool though. If you're going to get this suit, for me personally, I feel like you have to get the deluxe and you have to get this edition with the repulsors on the back. Again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different light up features in this add-on here to the suit. I think is really cool. It just adds this effect that makes it way cooler than everything else. Now let's look at Iron Man with his actual helmet on, and I think it does look a little bit better in this light for me. If I were to display this, I would have to do it with the helmet on. I just think it looks a little bit more cool that way. I would want a statue, my Iron Man statue, to have his helmet on. That's just my personal preference, but I do think it looks great either way. Now, the helmet, again, continuing the theme, really, really detailed. There's light up features in the eyes, and they did an awesome job with this one. So my overall impressions are this statue is really, really cool, really, really dope. If you want one of those later Mark suits, this is definitely one for the books, man. I almost grabbed this piece myself. Again, thanks to Astroknomer for letting me borrow this. Phenomenal piece, phenomenal base, phenomenal sculpt itself. Tons of light up features, and I love how in the light up feature there's no batteries. You just plug it in the back, plug it into the wall, flip the switch, you're done, right? It lights up. You can turn it off, turn it on whenever you want. It works perfect. Batteries, I mean, cause erosion. You can cause, I mean, they can explode. All type of craziness and weirdness that can happen with batteries. And so I do like this way of doing light up features much, much better. But overall, man, like I said, phenomenal statue. If you're on the fence for it, go ahead and grab it. Iron Studios, they really, really delivered on this piece. But let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's great? 1 out of 10. Let me know. Let's have a conversation. But until next time, man, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.